here at Reggae Sunfest International Night 2. I have Pat with me. We're in the VIP area. Pat, how's it been so far for you?
It's been quite good overall. We're seeing Dance Hall Night and International Night 1, so at the beginning of International Night 2. I thought for last night, I thought Chronixx was especially outstanding. I've been seeing him for about a year solidly, from last year's Sumfest to performances in New York and different places, and that was certainly on a different level from what I've seen him do previously. I could see a lot of thought went into that presentation, and he was able to convey a lot of emotions through his song, and he seemed very much more relaxed with addressing the crowd and, setting up the songs with little dialogue, and I just thought that was excellent presentation by him. I thought Dance Hall Night had it was a bit uneven, but with that said, it did have some really outstanding performances. I thought Mr. Vegas put on a really great set. I didn't like the dissing of iOctane, the back and forth between the two artists. I don't like to see that in music, but I understand it happens. But nonetheless, I thought that both of the artists involved did really well, and it goes to show that they don't need to be going there, but I understand if somebody's attacking you, as was what Vegas was doing, Octane has to defend himself, so I understand that, but I wish artists would realize there's strength in numbers, so they need to come together and
that's right.
Push the music forward as a unified body and keep whatever differences you have, whatever. I mean, it really wasn't a difference. It was a case of Vegas saying that the artist is not qualified to close the show, and I thought that was a terrible assessment for someone to make of another artist who clearly does have a track record to close a show and has had so many hits over the past few years that he wouldn't have been chosen for that task if he wasn't up to it. I don't believe the promoters have many artists to choose from. That's who they chose. Respect their decision, and Octane proved that in 2013, and he approved it again 2 nights ago, so I thought they both did very well.
So who are you looking forward to seeing tonight?
I'm especially looking forward to seeing Sanchez and his return after 7 years, and I was here 7 years ago when he did a spectacular set, and I'm sure he's going to reach those heights again. He's a brilliant singer, so really looking forward to the way he can project into the crowd. And of course, Tessanne Chin, fabulous artist who's done so much for Jamaica with her voice win, and has had such a step up in her career as a result. So I know how meaningful it is to the people here to see her, and what a great show she's going to put on. So especially those two acts, and Sean Paul, I think, will be interesting to watch as well. It's been a while since he was last at a Sumfest, so there's a lot to anticipate tonight.
So just quickly, how long have you been coming to Reggae Sunfest?
Oh, well, I was here from the very first one, and in that 22-year span, I've missed one of them. So I've seen a lot of Sumfest, a lot of sleepless nights at this event, but it's so well worth it. I mean, a lot of great music and a lot of artists, unfortunately, who are no longer with us that I've seen perform at this event. A lot of artists who weren't stars when I first saw them on this stage, and then the next year or within 2 years, they go from performing at 9 p.m. as the first act to being the headliner, and that's always a really exciting transformation to watch, from Luciano to Tarrus Riley to who knows, from Jesse Royal last night, where he might be next year or 2 years from now, given the caliber of his performance, which was very, very good. So a lot of great music, a lot of great people, journalists from all over the world, musicians, whether they're performing or not. It's just met so many great people, but have experienced so much great music, and that's what keeps me coming back every year.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure they all appreciate it.
My pleasure to talk with you. Thank you.